Don't you love this time of the year? It's the season of inspiration. Wherever we look, there is something in flower, and our gardens tend to be the same. It's because we go to the garden centre through spring, grab a trolley full of plants that are in full flower, and forget about the rest of the year. Now, my big spring tip is to visit the garden centre autumn, winter, spring and summer. That way you can collect a whole range of different flowering plants and ensure your garden looks fantastic all year round. The same tip applies when we're creating potted inspiration. Choose plants that flower at different times of the year or have overlapping flowering times. Australian plants make some of the best potted water-wise displays as they have long flowering times, are easy to grow and thrive in sunny positions. Choose a pot or a container or upcycle something that's got at least a 40 to 45 centimetre diameter. That way there's enough soil around the plant's roots to keep them nice and cool in summer and make them grow beautifully. So something like this, well, it's too small. Let's forget that and choose a pot like this. Always add native potting mix. Now this has all the nutrients to keep Australian plants looking fantastic. It's also got a low pH environment. It's got added calcium and iron, so the plants stay really strong, green and healthy all year round. It's also suitable for phosphorus sensitive plants, and those include Banksias, Grevilleas and even Proteas. Put them in here and they'll look fantastic all year round. When we're looking for varieties to select for containers of inspiration, start by choosing something that's going to create depth. A cascading plant is perfect and adds extra interest. The Dampiera trigona, with its rich purple blooms, is a stunning addition to any pot. Not only does it cascade down, but it weaves itself around the other plants. No planter is complete without a kangaroo paw. They are fantastic. They're short, compact, bushy and flower most of the year round. And what's great is this mix contains slow release fertiliser for natives, so it takes the guesswork out of how much to feed this pot. Eremophila wildberry is another great water-wise native. It's a bird attractor with a bushy growing habit. These plants have spring and early summer flowers and it does great in pots. There is enough controlled release fertiliser in the potting mix for about 6 weeks growth and it won't burn the foliage. But to keep these plants looking fantastic all year round, apply Osmocote for natives in autumn and again in spring. Plant maintenance on native plants in pots is really easy. All you need is to give them a light trim after they've finished flowering and they'll shoot away beautifully. Now, maintenance on kangaroo paws is a little different. They're not what we call self-cleaning plants. So all we do is trim the flower stalks once they're finished and faded back at ground level. Quick trim of some leaves that are not looking so good and they'll be fantastic in a few weeks.